When a mom saw what this doctor was doing with her kids, she captured his actions on camera. When this mom and her 3 daughters ended up at the local children's hospital, they never expected to be given special treatment. On this particular occasion, however, that's exactly what they got. In fact, one doctor gave the 3 girls a hospital experience they would never forget. It's rarely fun when you have to go to the hospital, and especially not if you're a kid. Hospitals can be pretty scary places after all, and most people would avoid them if given the choice. Sometimes, though, it's an unavoidable part of life. In August 2017, for instance, a mom took her daughter Autumn to an emergency room in Jacksonville, Florida. They arrived at Wolfson Children's Hospital, and Autumn was soon checked over. It turned out, in fact, that she had strep throat. The little girl might have been unfortunate to end up in the hospital then, but there's no doubt that she was lucky when it came to her doctor. Indeed, Dr. Chima Matthew is a medic with a difference, and millions of people would come to agree. When Dr. Matthew noticed that the girl and her 2 sisters were a little downbeat about being in a hospital, he did something totally unexpected. Without even realizing that the girl's mom was filming the whole thing, he got up and told the little ones to follow his lead. First, he turned on some music, and then he started busting a groove, right then and there. So Autumn and her sisters, Winter and Chryslin, proceeded to copy his next moves. And all 3 of the girls showed off their best dance moves. Just like that then, Dr. Matthew managed to turn their hospital visit into a positive experience, filled with laughter. The girl's mom subsequently posted the video of her daughters dancing with the doctor to social media, where it proved to be naturally popular. Before long, in fact, the funny video had caused a social media frenzy, racking up huge numbers of views. Seemingly, people were touched by Dr. Matthew's cheerful attitude and willingness to brighten up the girl's day. And then someone incredibly famous spotted the video. Yes, feel-good talk show host Ellen DeGeneres came across the story and couldn't help but comment on it. She even shared the video with her millions of online followers. She added the caption, "Their sister was sick, so this doctor cheered them up with a dance. I love this." And she certainly wasn't the only one who loved the clip either. In the background of the hilarious video, the girl's mom can be heard laughing, clearly a fan of the doctor's efforts to cheer the girls up. What's more, local news station Action Newsjacks loved the video so much that they sent a reporter down to the hospital to meet Dr. Matthew along with the 3 sisters, and they nearly made a sequel to the first video. In the news report, the happy-go-lucky doctor is seen wearing his scrubs while sitting in a hospital room accompanied by the 3 sisters. But this time they weren't dancing, but singing. Well, Dr. Matthew was singing, and his 3 little fans were smiling along at least. The doctor then continued to goof around with the 3 girls, who clearly found him hilarious. Indeed, he proved to the reporter that the video wasn't a one-off and that he's always an upbeat person to be around. The reporter even described Dr. Matthew as providing medicine in the form of laughter, especially when it came to children. There's certainly no doubt that he has a knack for making kids laugh, which is especially important when they're sick in the hospital and likely in need of cheering up. Unfortunately for the doctor, though, each patient's visit is not as cheerful as Autumn's. You see, he told Action News Jax how he had the traumatic experience of losing some of his young patients, but it never stops him wanting to come back to work. He told the reporter, "I've gone to a bunch of funerals for my kids, and some people tell me, 'Chima, you get too close, don't let your heart get in it.' I'm ready to walk away from medicine the day my heart's not in it." It's certainly true that medical professionals like Dr. Matthew make patients feel more at ease. Indeed, Dr. Michael Darden from Maryland proves that having a good bedside manner is key. A video of him treating one particularly young patient went viral too, and it's easy to see why. In this clip, Dr. Darden is seen interacting with a 6-month-old baby named Noah, who was at the surgery to get some vaccinations. It might normally be a fairly traumatic experience for babies and parents alike, but Dr. Darden employed an incredible technique to keep Noah happy. Simply, the doctor smiles and playfully waves his needles around in front of the chuckling baby. Then, before little Noah knows it, he has a shot in each leg, and he barely realizes what's happened. As the baby starts to cry too, Dr. Darden continues playing and begins throwing tissues at the child to keep him laughing. That video garnered over 5 million views, and thousands commented on the doctor's bedside manner. "Wonderful to see a man loving his work and making a positive difference," wrote one user. So while all doctors are there to help us, it's arguably the ones who go the extra mile that deserve the most praise.